I'm guessing now it's time to keep it PG.
7 o'clock. Episode 56, Rusty Hooks Live.
It is the magic hour.
Update from the road.
Ugh.
Yeah, the road.
I'm glad I don't live your life, Shane.
Well, I can't say as I blame you, to be
Notification. See if we got anybody on
honest.
here yet.
It's
one person.
It's a hectic,
Probably my mom.
hectic thing. I've been all over the place and back. Seems like.
I think they wrote a song about that. Something about I'm a traveling man or something. What was that? What was that song?
I don't remember.
I've been everywhere, man.
Oh, Johnny Cash.
There you go. That's the one. I couldn't remember it.
That's right. I've been everywhere.
Tim's not on here yet. Tim would have been able to fire that one right back at me and tell me what it was.
Tim.
Chapman.
Cotton.
Oh,
Old Cotton.
Cotton.
Not so Cotton. I call him Slick now.
He's losing his hair.
That's wrong.
What?
You might hurt his feelings. He might be sensitive.
Tim sensitive? No. Not
There's
at
a
all.
lot of people. There's a lot of people that are sensitive that I didn't think that were sensitive. But they are.
Yeah, I could name a couple, but I will refrain.
You want me to? I will. I don't care.
No, we're
You
gonna.
know, I don't care if they get mad at me or not.
We're just gonna play nice.
Why?
Be
That's no fun.
Be the bigger men, as my father tells
Yeah,
me.
whatever. That's what I think about it.
Oh, come on. Now.
Oh, my goodness. So what's going on in the big world?
Well, it's round and it's still spinning as of today.
You know what I'm talking about there, Dodo.
What big world? Are we talking about the fishing world?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't. You know more than I do. You've been more places than I have in the last month.
Yeah, I have been a lot of places in the last month, that's for sure.
So let's run that down. So as people are starting to get on here, so you've been on the road for 3 weeks, right?
Yes, sir. I have.
So it started.
I've been home for. I was actually home for
24 hours.
A day and a half.
A day and a half. I flew home from. Actually, I left Sabine and drove over here to port to where we're staying at, and I dropped off my boat. Then I left there and drove to the Dallas airport, and then flew from Dallas home, and was home. I got home Sunday. Yeah, Sunday about, I don't know, 4 or 5 o'clock. And was supposed to have left and went to Douglas, but I threw my back out at Sabine.
Threw your back out?
Threw my back out. I couldn't stand up for either day of the tournament. I missed the last day of practice because I couldn't get up. The fourth day of practice anyway, because I couldn't stand up. What else happened? It's been pretty interesting.
I'd say so.
When I got home, I made it a point to go see my chiropractor and got my back straightened out, which cost me another day of practice at Douglas. So I wound up getting a day and a half at Douglas, and that was kind of a funky situation. Douglas is always fun to fish, man. That place is full of fish, and they always, seem to do a little something different. It's kind of strange. But they were biting really good. I think everybody was catching fish. It's kind of obvious. It showed it took like 15 pounds a day to win, and 13 pounds a day to make the top 40. And I think the whole field had 10 a day. One of them things. But
yeah, I saw David Williams led going in the final day, didn't he?
David what?
David Williams was leading going into the final day, wasn't he?
He was leading going into the final day, and I think he had a little bit of misfortune, as you would say, on the last day. He lost a couple that cost him winning. But so did Drew Benton. Drew Benton actually caught the fish, and it died, and the dead fish cost him winning. So it was kind of a bad deal for him. But there was quite a few guys. I was shocked. I think there was Drew Benton, Drew Cook, Patrick Walters, Jason Williamson. I want to say there was somebody else. They all drove back from Sabine to Douglas and then back here to Fort. I don't know how they managed to do that, but they did.
That's a long ride.
Man, it's 12 hours from Fort to Douglas.
Holy cow.
It's 12 hours from Sabine to Douglas, so talking about 24, 25 hours on the road.
Yeah, that's a long trip.
And I flew, and I really thought that was the best option until I did it. And when I got up there, Jerry Bono was good enough to let me use his truck and boat. That was awesome. Helped out a lot. But when I got up there, when I left home, Douglas Lake was full, water up in the bushes. So I was kind of, I'm like, shoot, I'm gonna go bush flipping. So I left enough stuff at home to go flip with. Well, when I get back home, Douglas Lake is now 8 feet down, and I had nothing to fish with. So I ran around 2 afternoons trying to find enough tackle to fish with. It just, it was one of them deals where if I would have had my stuff, it would have been a lot easier on me than trying to find everything to fish with, and it was just a pain in the butt.
Well, that open, they go to Douglas a lot, right? The elites have been there too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Somebody won. He doesn't fish it anymore.
Jeremy Starks.
That's right. They all caught him long line.
That's the one Britt Myers finished second in.
Yeah, they all caught him long line, and I think that was the last tournament you were able to do that in.
Yeah.
But that year I fished with you, we went there too. But it's always been a post spawn deal. This is the earliest bass, or I guess really.
No, it ain't the earliest.
That's right. I forgot. You guys went there one year in like January, didn't you? February.
Yeah, we went in February one time.
Yeah, that's the day. You led after day one on that one, right?
I did. I led day one. I had 24 something.
David, ask him what he was catching them on.
That was the heyday of the A-Rig.
Oh, okay. I got to go back to this. My mom just corrected me. Shane, Traveling Man was done by Ricky Nelson.
Oh, okay.
My mother sent that to me just now. So, sorry for the... Yes, I think it was an A-Rig Shane was throwing then.
It was.
For a guy who doesn't throw an A-Rig.
That's right.
I had to then.
No, Dude. But I got to back up for just a second, Shane. So you scrambled around for 2 afternoons trying to find fishing tackle to fish with, and you know that I have a tackle store and probably one of the largest tackle collections in a garage of anybody that watches this, but yet my phone didn't ring one time.
It's probably tired
Well, it was kind of,
hey, we hadn't talked.
Well, I know that, but it was kind of one of them deals where it was just dumb stuff like shaky heads, things like that, just things that you can pick up pretty easily.
All you had to do was call me, and I could have loaded it in a truck and met you in Pumpkin Center and been good to go.
Well, I didn't know what I needed till I got there.
I got you.
If I'd have known I needed it before I left, I would have done that. But.
Oh, you said you were around Douglas scrambling.
Yeah.
I got you. Fair enough. Yeah, because I'm not going to ship anything else to you. Just not going to happen.
Well, I know that Bass Pro Shop's up there. They take your money.
You boiled it, don't they? In a heartbeat.
I think, what was that thing we stumbled on up there? It was something made by Gambler. Some kind of crawl bait. Flappy Daddy.
What is that crawl thing?
The Flappy Daddy.
I remember the color, the Flappy Daddy. No, it wasn't Flappy Daddy.
That's what it was.
I remember the color was Riverbug. Yep. I remember that.
Yeah, we were struggling when we were there, and Who gave us the first bag? Was it Hank?
Might have been.
I can't remember who it was now. But we were struggling to get bit in the bushes, and I can't remember who flipped it in the boat. So here, just put one of these on.
Otter?
No, it was called it was a crawl bait. It wasn't an ugly otter. I'm pretty sure it was called Flappy Daddy. And literally, I was like, well, shoot, I'll try it. I'm the co-angler. I'm supposed to do stupid stuff in practice, right?
That's it.
Literally, the first bush we came by, Shane flipped his stuff in there, and I flipped mine in there, and the whole bush shook. So then we went to Bass Pro Shops and proceeded to buy everyone we could find.
Right. Everyone we could find. That's a fact.
The only problem with doing dumb stuff as a co-angler, I did that one time with Chris Marshall and caught like one that was close to 10 on Clark Hill. Yeah. And I thought Chris was going to have a meltdown.
Sab's on here. Sab, well, there's a bunch of people on here. So, Roundman and Butch Williams, I don't know if you saw that.
You know what? Congratulations to them for finishing second. Too bad they don't have a set of ears to hear the shad spawning. Otherwise, they might have been able to beat Dean Benfield for the win.
Well,
Lord.
I talked to Roundman on the way over here. He said they saw the shad spawning. They just weren't up on the bank. They did win the points, though.
Everybody but you will get that joke.
What's that?
Shane got that joke.
Oh, I didn't get that one. I don't know what you're talking about.
And then if you ever see Dean Benfield, you'd know what he's talking about.
He's second to none other than Kyle.
Dang.
Yeah.
And then the Big Earn's on here watching, so he had a side bet for this is a serious side bet too.
Well, I don't know if you want to bring it up
for a case of Sundrop, but he had boat problems.
I was going to say, but you know what? Here's what I want to know. This is what I really want to know. Did that bet get paid? Because I don't think that the bet E was at weigh-in either. So, and I haven't talked to...
Who did it grant?
David Williams. The real David Williams.
Cal Graphics.
Dirty Sanchez.
He, I heard it was a push. You could see the look on Emma's face. She was pretty upset.
Yeah, I don't know. When is the Jig Man coming back on the show? I got some questions.
Who's the Jig Man?
I think they're
Jody.
I think they're hinting at Chris Marshall, but I don't know.
Oh,
I haven't talked to Chris in a week or two. I need to call him.
Say Joey's on here?
Yeah, Joey's on here. Joey loaded the truck up and drove all the way from Douglas to fish the BFL on Clark Hill.
Oh Lord, poor guy.
And I saw today he went down there and drove all the way down there just to throw a Carolina rig.
Oh no, he did not during the herring spawn. Surely not.
Oh,
I'll let him defend himself.
We're gonna let him defend himself on that.
Anyway, hey, while he's on here, we need to try to do the 1v1 next week if we can do it.
All right.
That's what JW just asked. Shane, when's the 1v1 going to happen?
We need to do it. Need to try to do it like next Thursday if we can.
Would you like to establish the lake here and now?
We're going to Lake James.
James.
Do what?
We're going to Lake James.
Is my couch still in your basement?
Sure.
Okay.
You might have to find somebody to film for that one.
Then we might be able to figure that out.
We can find somebody.
All right.
Bill,
let's get Sab on here.
Well, let's
see if he can confirm that he can come.
Yeah, if he can do it.
Yeah.
While Sab's doing that, Bill Sporney, this is your third year fishing Wiley. My suggestion now is find another lake. The water level is not what is normal. That's what we're all trying to figure out. Typically 97.
95 and a half.
Yeah, well,
97 and a half.
97 is kind of like where they target. But a week and a half ago, it was at 98.2. And then 24 hours later, it was at 96.6.
Y'all, are you serious?
I'm dead serious. And then 12 hours later after that, it was at 96.3. And then it's hovered around 96.6 since then.
They're trying to spawn, so they got to suck it off their head. You know how that goes.
Well, I took, it's funny you say that, so I took Braxton out Wednesday, and he put the hammer on him with the wacky rig. I mean, we didn't catch nothing big, but he caught the crap out of him. We only fished maybe 3 pockets. And I found the first pocket I went in, at 6 o'clock. The sun was up still real good, and you could see him on the bed. And then poor buck bass, man, their daggone backs were out of the water because they'd pulled it down so far.
Yeah.
They couldn't even get up on the bed.
That sucks.
Unfortunately, that's what we're dealing with. I do know this. There was a call made to DNR about it. And I don't know complete to 100% factual statement, but there is an agreement that Duke Energy has with Department of Natural Resources that they're not supposed to draw it down like that this time of year. But I know that there's always unforeseen circumstances as maintenance and whatever else. So there's always a fallback on if they get their hand called about it. So we're waiting to see what the answer is there. Rob Blackman, Tommy Ackright, you guys, I'm going to bring popcorn. Just let them run the show.
We got to get Rob and Tommy on here.
I think Tommy's already been here once.
Has he?
I don't know. Maybe.
I hadn't seen Richard on here tonight. He's been kind of quiet lately.
I'm trying to say it's somebody's alter ego.
What, Richard Fitzwell?
No, Richard
Tommy Ackright.
Impotent.
Oh, Impotent. Okay.
Y'all say when. His fingers hurting logging in and out.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any Kyle's alternate personas here lately either. He's been flying as Kyle Wisnett. So Shane, today was the first practice day for Fork, right?
Yeah, it was.
What's it looking like down there? Lake stable?
The lake is stable and it's full, which is good for this time of year. I'll say this for Texas Parks and Wildlife: they do everything they can to manage these lakes for fishing. It's not about doing this or worrying about that. It's about the fish. That's their biggest tourism thing that they have down here is the fishing, and it shows. I mean, I talked to guys from Indiana today. Talked to some guys from Ohio at the ramp. It's just a huge fishing destination, and this place has got a lot of big bass in it. I think it's fallen off some over the years since they killed the hydrilla out. Let me rephrase that. Since the hydrilla died out, it kind of goes through cycles. I don't think they intentionally killed any of the hydrilla, but I caught one today that was. I weighed it on my scale, weighed 7.1, and I seen 2 more on the bed this afternoon that were this big ones. I mean, I don't know how big they were, but they were big.
Wait a minute, did you say the bed?
2-footers?
It's in Texas. Shouldn't all that stuff be done by now?
The water this morning was 62 degrees. I think.
Holy
I'm
cow.
sure they've already had one wave of spawners, but I think the cool nights and stuff, everything's behind. I think here Wednesday morning is supposed to be like 39 or something like that, something ridiculous.
That'll knock them off again.
The water temperature this morning was 62. It got up to 67, 68 late this evening. Seen a little glimmer of a shad spawn this morning, not a lot. But, I think Wednesday is going to play a big factor in whatever happens, tournament time.
Right.
I'm hoping that they miss the whole cold front thing, that if it'll stay around 50 or so, 45 to 50 at night, it'll be just fine. I think that's what this tournament's going to turn into, those sight fishing tournament, because I think the full moon is, if I'm not mistaken, is Sunday, and there's a lot of buck bass up there right now. I mean, but they act funny because they won't hardly bite. I think that they really just got up there, and I did see a couple females. I think I seen 4 total, but 2 of them were in that 8-pound range. They were freaking big ones. But
Dylan Falks called it here first. You're going to have 115 pounds over 4 days.
my God. Okay.
Let me log into my fantasy fishing account real quick.
Hey, listen, you know what? It's always good to hear some guys pulling for you back at home.
Oh, yeah, Dylan always pulls for me.
Even though Dylan's bumped his head and drank too many, what was that? Kona Gold.
Dylan did pretty good up there at Douglas. Didn't he finish in the 20s?
Dylan did what he should have done. He caught him like 13 and a half the first day, but he caught him a big one off the bed. And then he caught like 10 pounds the second day and then picked up a mag draft and never laid it down.
Yeah.
Can't blame him. I mean, if he gets one bite on that, he at least makes the money. If he gets two bites on it, he makes the cut.
Right.
But he got no bites on it, so he didn't make crap.
Oh, I saw he was in the mid-20s or something like that the first day. I'm thinking of Cole. Cole Huskins finished in the 20s.
Yeah, Cole made he made the pick up there. That place is fun too. There's lots and lots of fish in there, and they changed the size limit on the smallmouth up there. Was a big player in that too. It used to be just 18 inches, and you could only keep one.
Yeah.
Now they've made it 15, and you can keep 5, and there was a lot of smallmouth weighed in.
Yeah, I told Joey that going up there. I said, man, when I was up there, you could only have one, and it had to be 18.
Yep.
I remember catching fish during the tournament, just praying they weren't smallmouths.
Yeah, that's a fact. I don't know why they do that in Tennessee. Chickamauga's that way.
You can only have one?
18 inch when you go to Watts Bar, which is right above Chickamauga, and they're 15 inches, and you keep 5.
Or Pickwick, which goes into Tennessee, you can have 5, right?
Yeah. It's all Tennessee River.
That's awesome.
Freaking suckhole.
But Richard showed up.
Dylan said after 7 hours without a bite on a mag draft, he released it to the lake like it was a non-keeper. That's a good memorial ceremony, Dylan.
Yeah, that's a good one there. One less whiteback shad in the world.
Hey, you know what? Just FYI for everybody watching, Rusty Hooks will be fully loaded with mag drafts tomorrow as soon as I get them in the computer.
You got a bunch of them?
Oh, yeah. I jumped on the train before everybody beat me to it this year.
Yeah, it's that time.
So I figured out something with the mag draft and keeping it running properly or correct. So after you take it out of the package, don't throw the plastic away.
Store it in the package.
You can, the way that thing's designed, you can clip the plastic back around your mag draft with it still tied on.
Keep the tail straight.
Keeps the tail straight.
So leaving it in the sun on the deck of the boat's not a
That's probably
good plan?
not a no.
Okay.
I actually didn't learn that with the mag draft. I learned that with the dark sleeper, that little bottom bouncing swim bait that they make.
Is there a reason why you're talking about that?
The spots on Lake Norman like it.
Oh, okay.
They like it a lot.
I didn't know they ate it up there.
Oh yeah. Well, you have to go up there to know that.
Hey, I've made 2 or 3 trips up there this year.
That little sucker, that dark sleeper, you can throw it in a brush pile like a jig, and swim it right through it.
Nice.
And as soon as it comes out the other side, when the whole thing goes slack, just start winding as fast as you can.
What did they been any response from Joey on there?
Joey's talking about everything but the 1v1. I think he's scared.
Oh, okay. Well, if he don't want to go, he don't have to. We'll get somebody else.
He might not have heard you. Joey, Shane wants to do 1v1 next Thursday on Lake James, if you can go. He just commented, so hopefully he heard us that time. Shane, Richard Impotent says that he used to live in Texas, and you need to throw the Bill Dance dancing eel.
Man, I got 2 of those tied on.
Well, that's probably what you got that 7-pounder on.
Oh, gosh.
Shake your head with the bill.
That's right. That's right.
Mark Cox wants to know what the most productive technique without going into depth.
Come again now?
Mark Cox, what's your most productive technique without going into depth?
Down here?
He just asked the question. Mark, could you clarify?
Sam said he's got to ask the boss first.
Okay.
Mark, I'd go into that conversation, but every one of my most productive techniques is deep, so I don't.
Dylan the Dark Sleeper is legit.
Dark Sleeper.
No, a real legend jumped on here just a minute ago. David Wright's watching.
Heck?
I drew David one time in the ABA regional championship on Bugs Island.
Oh Lord!
Speaking of ABA championships, Chris Baumgartner just won.
That's right. He won the race guy.
We were getting there.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Well, it's you brought it up, so there you go. Chris Baumgartner.
125 big ones.
I thought it was a boat in 50.
I think it's a boat in 50. I think. I think it's a Triton.
It's a TRX 21 and 50K.
That's right.
That's good.
60 years old. Fished 8 days straight and cracked some noggins.
Hey man, Baumgartner can bust them.
That son of a gun's always been able to bust them.
Yep. Or as Shin Fakai called him in the PAA event that Mr. Reed McGinn and I still call him, Chris Abumagardner.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh my gosh. Yep, that's pretty awesome there. I think we had a bunch of local guys around here done pretty good in that tournament.
Well, that's back-to-back local guys. Somebody won it local last year too, didn't they?
Yeah, David's illegitimate son.
Brian New won it last year.
Was that last year or was that year before last?
I think that was last year.
Newbie won it last year.
It was on Eufaula, right? Or no, not
it was
Eufaula.
on Seminole. No.
No, New won on Eufaula.
New won it on Eufaula. It had been last year. And Shane, I'll deal with you later on that one. Yes, Mark Cox wants to know what your most productive technique is down there.
Right now, sight fishing.
Sight fishing.
Yeah, right now it's I spent 3 hours in one creek today, and I think I never cranked the motor, so all I did was ride and look. This place down here is it's unique. I mean, if you've never been out here, it's just has a little bit of bank grass in it and more stumps than the law allows. You know, it's just you get in an area you think's got some fish in it, you're better off just to try to figure out how to catch the fish in that area, because you just can't crank up and run to another creek. You might have to run 10 miles out of the way to get to it, so you don't tear your stuff up.
A lot like Santee.
No, it's worse, way worse than Santee. Yeah, Santee's child's play compared to this place.
Well, I can tell you this: if Shane can look at them and they cooperate, he can catch them. I'll watch that firsthand. Firsthand, I saw it. Didn't believe it, but I saw it.
So I'm gonna Shane, I'm gonna let one of your cats out of your bag if you don't mind. On sight fishing. So Shane and I went to Santee when they were on the bed here before you went on your 1 month vacation fishing. That's what we'll call it. You're on right now.
Vacation, yeah. My vacation where I've traveled 4,000 miles.
Yeah, man. I mean, everybody wants to go to Orange, Texas, and then wherever Lake Fork is, and in the middle of nowhere for Douglas.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, go ahead. What's the secret?
So I fished for this bass. We waited. It was 3.80. It gave us just a touch over 20 pounds. And I fished for that sucker for 15 minutes, and Shane just watched me. And man, I had it. It was a buck bass. It was hot, man. I flipped my bait in there, and it'd spin around on it and mouth it, but not eat it. And Shane drank a bottle of water or two and said, "You want to catch that fish?" I said, "Well, yeah, when we got the power poles down, heck yeah, I won't catch it. He goes, give it here. Give me your bait. And he dug in his box and he got out. What's the scent, Shane?
Crawfish.
Crawfish scent. Who makes it?
Jar Juice.
Jar Juice. He dug out.
Actually, I believe that was Jar Jelly.
He dug out some. That's exactly right. Dug out some jar jelly. Put my bait in it, or put it on my bait. He goes, flip it in there now, and I flipped it in there and slammed it up to the bed. And as soon as it got in the bed, it nosed down on it and just, annihilated, swam off.
Yeah.
So, the whole deal with scent versus no scent. Now I do know when you're smallmouth fishing, scent plays a big deal. I watched that. I watched that when it was 5-1. But that's the first time. So I'm a 100% believer in scent on the bed now.
Yeah, and they like that jar jelly for whatever reason. I figured that out in Florida this year when I was catching them on the bed.
It was nuts. I mean, I flipped it in there, and when I set the hook on that fish, I mean, it about had it daggone swallowed.
All right, we got to catch a couple of questions. Shane, Jody wants to know, are the shad spawn, is it on the flats like the herring spawn happened this year? Wow, there's so much grammatical. Jody, we'll work on that. Basically, he wants to know, is the shad spawn happening this year like it was a couple years ago?
No, it is not. It's still
early.
It's still the water's still cold. It's starting. But I'm afraid what's going to happen is it's going to get started good, and then Wednesday's going to get here, and it's going to be 39 degrees, and it's going to shut it down again. It was cold this morning. I think it was 43 or 44 this morning. But it got up to 80 today, so, I mean, it kind of helps things out. But I'm really hoping that they miss that cold front thing Wednesday. Cause if the weather would stay stable this week, I believe it's going to get right.
Well, that lake's got the fish in it for it to get right real quick.
Oh yeah, they live here.
Yeah.
The other question, Dylan Folk, and he wants to know: does all the yellow on your boat in Jersey hurt sight fishing, or do they think it's the sun?
Maybe they think it's a lemon. I'm not sure.
A lemon?
I think that they had to put sunglasses on. They get mad at it and start biting whatever you throw in there, I guess. I don't know.
Well, when you sling that banana trickworm over their head, then they really don't know what to do.
Is that the bruised banana or just yellow?
Just straight yellow.
No, it's just straight up yellow.
That's another one. I can't let them all out. I'm sorry. That's two of the good ones.
You telling all myself?
I'm telling them all. There's a guy on here earlier. I forget what's his name. It's something tell all.
Something tell all.
Oh.
Ronnie tells all.
Rodney or Ricky or something.
Another alter ego.
Man.
Yeah, Jody, Brandon Cobb did catch 10 off the bed, and it about pulled his little skinny butt in the water when he set the hook on it. I'll never forget that.
Do what now?
Last time y'all were down there for, I think it was Texas Fest or whatever they called it.
Was that not an 11-pounder?
That was almost 11, I think.
Oh, Cobb.
Yeah. They're catching him on jerkbait, and then he went cruising up the bank and saw one on the bed and thought it was a 6-pounder and turned out to be an 11-pounder. It's worth a truck.
Queen said he hopes you bought 10 bags of Yamamoto Cincos.
Tell Queen to stick to turkey hunt.
I got to call Queen. He called me yesterday.
He called you?
He did.
Queen, I still got your oil up here.
He did. He called me yesterday.
I'm going to put in his bags of trick worms that he buys, too.
They probably eat it. Carp fishing, WD-40 is banned. Apparently, it's good in your dough ball.
Really? Okay. It's getting to be about time for you to get home so we can do our little carp episode.
Heck yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait.
Maybe we'll have to work it out when old Tiny Tim and Petey Brookshire and a couple other guys are up there. We can all have a real good time.
Sorry, Queen. I'm glad you weren't broke down on the side of the road, too, because you didn't leave a message. Queen said he didn't break down on the side of the road. Or talking about me, I didn't answer the phone. I just saw I had a missed call.
Oh.
If he's broke down, I hope he'd leave a message because I'd come and got him. There's Tails all. Yeah.
Oh, he'd talk somebody down.
Randy Tells All has an uncanny resemblance to Freddie Mercury.
He might be his brother.
Just saying.
But does he have the same tendencies as Freddie Mercury?
We can't talk about that.
I don't know if he does or not. Uh-oh.
Shane.
It's a legitimate question. I'm just asking.
Shane, you might have to call back on my phone. Brandon's
orange cable up there.
Brandon's. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna step off camera. We might be able to save this.
I don't think we can.
Oh, we can save anything, Brandon.
What's wrong?
My spent a lot of time on the phone today with work, and my phone is at 15%.
Oh my goodness.
Josh Good, will you get an invite to the Cart Fest?
No, I told him it's not Brim and Crappies.
Well, he's got money too. He can bring his money and draw out a spot up there.
That's true.
Heck yeah, come on.
You'll hear Shane's alter ego up there. You know what he goes by? Shan.
Shan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shan Lineberger.
I don't know if this will work. We'll try it. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, that was not a good idea right there.
Hey!
You ever done something really dumb? You know it's really dumb and you done it anyway?
Every day. What's that mean?
I don't know. We'll just leave it alone and see what happens.
Uh-oh.
Shan Lineberger. That's what his name. Maybe that's what you should start going by. Period.
What's that?
Maybe that's what you should start going by. Period.
What's that?
Shan.
Shan.
Yeah.
It's not gonna. We're not that good. We don't have that little Asian persuasion for the balance thing.
I got it.
There you go. Don't breathe. Wow, Randy Tells All just jumped all over Jody. That's awesome. That is so awesome.
What is it?
Randy Tells All just said that Jody's performance on the FFL, their 10 versus 10 or whatever they did was quite mediocre.
They just had like a damn team tournament, didn't they?
Yeah, they had a big, I don't know. There was a bunch of people.
I think it was coined. Annette's on here. I think it was coined the Wiley crew versus the Hickory crew. I think it was a rematch from Greenwood or whatever. I'm not 100% sure.
I got you.
Seawright caught him though. He had
21.
over 20 pounds. Did he fish the Phantom thing this past weekend?
He did. He had 4 fish.
4 fish. So Phantom put on their invitational here. $3,000 was first place.
That Wiley?
Yeah.
I didn't think they let Froze fish that.
They didn't.
They let Seawright fish.
Oh.
Well.
Ted Yandel and Brock Burgess won that with 15.23.
They caught 15 pounds of Wiley?
Yeah.
Everybody had 14, though.
Really?
There were like 4 bags, 14 or better.
And Fireball came in second. The side pots in that were crazy. There were 3 side pots. There was one for $100, one for $50,
and one for 25.
25. So
$475 gets you, or $375 gets you into everything.
So Fireball won $2,900 for second place.
That daggone Fireball's been on it for about a year now.
Yeah. His new boat was probably paid with CBC money.
Yeah, no doubt. He won a bunch of Skeeter money, hadn't he?
Yeah.
Well, like they say, it pays to run a Skeeter.
Sometimes.
It pays to run whatever boat's in contingency money. That's the way I understand
right.
It does. It does. Maybe one day I'll be back on a winning streak.
Me too. I keep waiting for that day. I'm working on it.
I mean, I'm telling you, I've never had fish eat a buzzbait. I had 3 Saturday morning on Wiley eat a buzzbait, and I'm still scratching my head how I lost them. I mean, I got no idea.
Was it with the 6'9"
No,
frog rod?
no.
Okay.
I'm not worried about frogfish. I'll cross some eyes with that one.
Oh God, that's funny as crap.
I want to go to a frog. We need to do that.
Whenever you want to go.
Let's go. I'll cross your eyes with that 6'9" frog rod.
I'm not gonna bite your frog, so you ain't gonna cross nobody's eyes.
I will tell you this: I will not hold the bait on the other end for Shane to set the hook.
6'9" frog rod. What the world?
A couple weeks I'll be on it at Watery. I'll tell you, one of the best frog fishing lakes around here. You gotta wait till about July and go down to Fishing Creek.
Yeah.
That place got any bass in it?
Fishing Creek?
Yeah.
It's got big ones in it.
I sure hadn't never caught.
You hadn't caught him out of Fishing Creek?
No.
Chris Goodwin, I was not throwing it on mono. I was direct connection with 65-pound braid.
It takes.
That's the problem.
No, sir, it wasn't a problem. I honestly think the trailer that I had on there balled up between the hook and the trailer hook, and I didn't get anything into the fish.
Were you throwing John's buzzbait?
Yes, sir. Same one you throw, just with a skirt.
Why'd you have a trailer on?
What do you mean? I just put a
Why'd
little
you have
minnow.
a trailer on the buzzbait?
I just put a little minnow on there.
You fishing with live bait?
Huh?
You fishing with live bait?
Yeah, let's get that rumor started. That'd be
You
great.
said minnow.
That'd be awesome. Let's get that rumor started. Yep. Me and my pocket full of minnows. I learned that from a guy that come in here after a podcast one night.
Yes, sir, buddy. We sure did, didn't we? My man bought bass men and said, "You got a bucket? Nope. I'm gonna put them in my pocket." Do what?
That's the same dude that ate the catfish
Yes,
stink bait?
yes, he did.
Yeah. Same guy.
Man, I can't believe I left for that. I left and y'all called me when I was riding down the road.
I'm friends with that guy on Snapchat. Fat Pat. That's his name.
Fat Pat.
Fat Pat.
He just got a whole bunch more followers.
Old minnows in his pocket.
I don't know what that dude was on, but I think everybody needed a little bit of it.
Stink bait.
Well, here, let me go head first into a bucket and see if it works.
I want no part of that. Y'all can have that.
There is going to be a tournament that we'll be paying attention to here this week outside of the elites, and it's the whatever the FLW tour used to be. They call it, is it the Toyota Series now?
No.
No. Tackle Warehouse
Big
Series?
5 or something.
No, it's Tackle Warehouse Pro Tour.
Yeah, they're on Murray this week.
They're on Murray, and they're going to wreck them.
Yep.
I don't know, Shane. It's supposed to get pretty cold here, too, come Thursday.
They're going to wreck
Them
them.
herring don't care. They
They're
already
going
started.
to wreck them. I promise you.
Mark Cox said he knows you like to eat, and you got to try Sidekicks Restaurant.
Where's that at?
Somewhere right there around you at Fork.
Sidekicks?
Sidekicks, yeah. Old Google could be your friend.
Shane, so does Fork have the, I'm trying to remember what they call it down in Texas. Does it have hay grass in it too?
No.
It
I
doesn't?
wish it did.
What lake is that? Is that Rayburn?
Rayburn has hay grass. Toledo Bend has a little bit left. Well, it hadn't been ripped out by the floods and stuff.
Yeah.
No, here they have, I don't know what it is they have here. It's not the same type of bank grass that we have, like Watery and Baden. It's leafy. It's kind of, I don't know. Fish get in it, though.
Mark Cox said it's on 67 and Highway 19.
Okay. I'll check it out.
Joey says 16, 17 pounds a day will win Murray. What do you think about that?
Joey is smoking dope.
I won one bet with him already. I'm going to have to call him and double down on it.
What did you win?
Oh, they said it was a consensus in the house they were staying in up there. Old Real McCoy, Michael Kennard, and him both thought it would take at least 20 a day to win at Douglas, and I took the under. I won a single cold adult beverage from him.
Well, obviously he has never been to Douglas.
Well,
yeah, I would definitely take the over on the Murray bet, Brandon.
I can't get any help now. I'll be accused of cheating. There's no information right now.
Well, I didn't give you no information. I said take the over. I mean, shoot, I could be wrong. That's happy.
Mark Cox says Sidekicks is on Highway 67 and Highway 19.
I just told him that.
Oh, I'm sorry, I blanked out. 45 minutes.
45 minutes?
Well, from him.
Oh, I got you.
It says that they're going to let you do meet and greet there Friday through Sunday.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
That sounds like a free meal.
Yeah, it usually is. That's how it works most of the time.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Jody says Bradford Beavers is going to be tough on Murray this week.
Yeah, Bradford will.
Absolutely, he will.
Yeah, he'll be really tough.
Absolutely, he will.
I'm sure Gagliardi will get in that one too.
Andy Wicker.
That's not.
Andy can't get in that one.
I know he ended his pro career and then they go to his home lake.
Yeah, Andy can't get in that one.
That's kind of like a slap in the face.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, Gagliardi won a cup down there. I mean, he lives on that lake.
I wish we could get an elite event there this time of year.
The elites haven't gone there in a long time.
No.
Last time they were there, it was during the herring spawn.
Casey Ashley won.
Yep.
On the shaky head.
Another South Carolina angler.
Yep. On the shake 'em head.
Shake your head. Was he throwing top water or a fluke? I think he was throwing a fluke.
A fluke, I believe it was.
Yeah.
What tournaments we got coming up this week besides the elites and the FLW? What else is out there?
So the Cats Championships just wrapped up on Watery.
Yep.
There was a bunch of tournaments this past weekend. We talked about the Ray Scott. Angler's Choice had 2 of them on Norman.
Had one on Saturday and Sunday. Derek Cummins and his son won on Saturday. I don't know who won on Sunday.
Yeah. I don't know who won on Sunday either. I know Derek won the first one.
Yeah.
With his son.
Yeah.
Did we hear any results from the Angler's Choice tournament?
That's I know what's.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, so Derek Cummings won the first one. I'm not sure who won the second one. I don't know of any other ones coming up. I'm sure the Cat Trail's fired up somewhere.
We got a...
There you go, Ronnie Mueller. That's right. CBC's on win, y'all.
You're not going down?
Oh, my Lord.
Nah, I can't. Not this weekend.
Well, we got a cat final on Wiley.
On Saturday?
Yep. We'll go in and weigh my 10.5 pounds.
I need to do some work on my boat.
I do too.
My jack plate, I got a relay out in it, I'm pretty sure. It'll go up, but it won't go down.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. That's what happens when you get a 3-year-old in the boat and they start messing with all the switches.
Yep.
It's all right. She's having fun.
I hate it when that happens.
Angler's Choice took 16 to win. There's a 2-day. What 2-day on Santee?
I don't know about that one.
Oh, they had the spring fling down there too at Santee.
Yeah, well, that was 2 weekends ago.
We talked about that. I don't remember.
I think it took almost 33 pounds to win whatever was down there last weekend.
Yeah, it took like 26 to get a check.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all right now, that place down there is the best lake in the country.
When it's right, it is.
I'm just telling you, it's the best lake in the country. It don't get the pressure all these other places get because it's not commercialized.
Gotcha.
Air conditioner tournament, 15K first place.
Dang.
What?
I don't know.
Where is this at?
That's a Santee.
This week?
Yeah. Tim Teague won something at Bade in the club tournament or something.
He won the fire department tournament. Him and OBC.
Yeah, that was on Wiley. He had 15 here and then turned around and recapped that win with one on Baden on Saturday with 22-10.
OBC. Need to call him, get him, make me some carp bait.
Dang, when did Josh Good get top fan award on our page?
Man, he watches all of us. I think he's watched every one of our things. He is a top fan.
I might have to call him and get some fishing lessons.
You should.
Tournament Saturday on Murray. 21 pounds won, took 17 to get a check. They paid 6 places. That sounds like they're biting.
That sounds a little more better.
Let's see. We got a Thursday nighter, which will be cold here on Wiley this week.
I'm going to have to take my butt back down to Santee.
And then they got, what do they got? They got a night tournament every night of the week at Norman. Just show up at any landing and you'll...
I'm telling you right now, them boys up there, they're crazy.
Shane, you are one of them boys.
Oh, no. I couldn't tell you the last time I fished a night tournament. Like, I bet it's been at least 2 years since I fished a night tournament.
I can tell you when the last time you fished a night tournament was.
When was that?
You jumped in the boat with Queen down here about 2 years ago.
Yep, sure did.
That was the last one that I know you fished.
That's probably the last one I fished.
I used to get a random caller once in a while. Hey, they're biting a rat. Come on. All right, I'm coming.
Yeah. When they're doing that, I'm down for that.
Yeah, yep.
What do I need? Bring a rat and something to swim through the lights. All right, I'm on the way.
Hey, Shane, the boy that won that tournament on the private lake down there.
Yeah.
You know he randomly come through the shop this week?
Did he?
Yes. I got a full 411 on how that happened.
What'd he say?
He was so excited I couldn't really follow it other than they looked at every fish they caught.
Well, my only thing is, why did they only have 3?
That's all I needed.
Yeah, Brandon, that's...
Talk about that. Well, when you catch 8 to 6, that pretty much, yeah.
I mean, I cannot answer that for you, Shane. I do not know.
If he was bed fishing, if you were bed fishing and found an 8-pounder on the bed, I wouldn't leave it.
No, heck no.
I don't know. I don't know that...
Me and Queen didn't do no bed fishing in that one. We just whacked the snot out of them.
I don't know. Something about a row of trees in the middle of the lake or something.
I don't know. All I seen down there was a ton of empty beds. I know this. I hope me and Reggie get to go back down there and do that again next year. That was fun.
From what I understand...
It was well worth my $75. It was fun.
From what I understand, they do it twice a year.
Oh, really?
That's what I heard.
That'd be all right, too.
I'm going to get the 411, Brandon. I'm going to try to get us in.
All right.
That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool little deal there.
If they're on the bed,
I got all the all-in jar jelly you need.
Well, I know Shane might be able to see him, but I got a little
A height.
a better angle in the water.
That's
than
right.
He does.
Yeah,
I see him real good.
Well, but hell, you're a foot taller. What do you expect?
All right, Shane. So give it an outlook on this week. I mean, what's your expected weight to win?
To be honest with you, I really don't know. I'm not, not real sure what's going on with these fish. I think a lot of them's already spawned, and I think a lot of them's trying to pull up to spawn, and the weather is going to be the big X factor in the weight wise. Somebody gets on, school of them offshore, but this place here is a lot like anywhere else. it's got a lot of offshore spots, but you know, they get on one spot, and a lot of these guys that love to fish offshore, they're all gonna find them.
Yeah,
they're all gonna find that one or two schools, and you know, if you get a school of fish to yourself, you know, it could be lights out. But if you got 5 guys that are splitting up the fish, it turns into I got 2, and you get 3, and you know what I mean. It turns into that.
yeah.
I'm gonna say the winning weight's gonna be right around that 100-pound mark, just because it's Lake Fork, and
Especially if they're pre-spawn,
they
right?
live here like that. But I think it'll take. It'll only take like 13 and a half to 14 pounds a day to make the 50 cut. That's just the way this place is. You know, when you find them big, you find them big. And when you're out there struggling, you get one random 7-pounder, one random 6-pounder to go with your 2-pounders, and you make a cut.
That sounds just like Santee.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It is.
Shane, Mark asked, with Fort being Slot Lake, how does that work when y'all fish it, weigh-in wise?
We catch, weigh, and release.
Okay, so this tournament will be a CWR tournament?
That's right. Catch,
Okay.
weigh, and release. That's really the only way you can have a tournament here with that 16 to 23-inch slot limit. I mean, if you did that, if you actually weighed your fish or kept your fish, well, nobody weigh anything. You know, you know what I mean?
Is
So
this
you're
Texas Fest, Shane?
Yeah, well, it's not Texas Fest anymore. Toyota pulled out, you know, their sponsorship or whatever.
Oh, so no
So
truck.
It's just a regular elite event this
I
year.
got you.
So you're telling me 5 2-footers is out of the question?
No, it's not out. It's never out of the question here.
Will the timber come into play?
What's that?
Will the timber come into play?
Well, there again, I don't know. You know, I didn't see that coming last year when Patrick blitzed everybody. I didn't see that coming either. But I can tell you this: his area where he caught them at last year, there were 7 boats on it this morning right off
I'm
the
sure.
rip.
How many of them trees out there you think have been decorated with jerk baits since that event from all the local pressure?
Yeah, well, here's the thing now. When we were here the last time back in the fall, the lake was down a couple feet, and there were a lot more trees and stuff sticking up. And now the lake's a full pool, and there aren't very many.
Yeah.
But you know that they're there. So, you know, before you could kind of read them and see which points had them on it and whatever.
Yeah.
But now you got to live scope them to
Gotcha.
even be able to see the trees.
Well, I believe I've seen yours. I've played with it. It definitely works.
Oh yeah, it works just fine. And I'm gonna. That's probably what I'm gonna do Wednesday. Tomorrow I'm gonna pick me another area of the lake, and I'm gonna go try to find some on the bed.
Yeah.
And you know, my plan right now is to fish a shad spawn for a couple hours, and then just go look for them.
Yeah.
All right.
That's kind of my plan at the moment. If I had to go fish a tournament tomorrow, that's what I'd do. You know, if I can, my thing is I need to catch 2 off the shad spawn. If I can catch 2 off the shad spawn, I can find me 3 throughout the day to catch. I think.
They caught some giant ones on a shad spawn down there last year on.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be some giant ones caught on it this time too.
On dang jerkbait.
Yeah.
Well, let's play a little catch up here. Jeff Mackey, high school state championship.
That was on High Rock.
So North Carolina, I'm guessing. Took
Yep.
18 to win. Brooke Armstrong and Drew Stoker from East Lincoln finished third with 15-13. Derek McLeod. Now this guy, I like his organization here. He just fired off an entire tournament result sheet in his comment.
Well, that's from
That's
the.
what I'm talking about.
That's from the.
Santee
ahead.
Cooper Open Team Tournament presented by the county Chamber of Commerce down there.
Brent Riley and Nathan Burgess won that, Shane.
Yep.
No surprise there, I'm sure. Brent Riley won that one, 32-14.
How
Yeah,
much?
32-14.
That guy right there has weighed in more 30-pound bags than Jimmy Carter's got liver pills. That's crazy.
Well, how about this? Whack 31 pounds and come in second.
Well, I'm just going to tell you, if I catch 31 pounds and come in second, so be it. They just beat me.
Yeah, it took, let's see, 12th place was almost 21 pounds. Big
you
fish.
Can't argue with that. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it's the best lake in the country.
First big fish was a 772, and second big fish was a 769.
So Riley had 30. What'd you say? 32, and didn't have one over 7.5 pounds.
Oh, well, he didn't have a big fish. He didn't have the big fish.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He didn't have the big fish for 7.5 pounds. He had 32 pounds and didn't have a 9 or 10.
That's right.
He just had all freaking 6.5 pounders.
Bill Sporney, always interested in night fishing, not confident running at night. Any tips? Bill, you come by the store. This guy sitting beside me has fished more night tournaments than probably anybody I know.
Do what?
You do, man.
I have not. That's not true. I fished 2 night tournaments this year in total.
You run 2 trails, though.
I run one.
Okay.
I don't run it. I fund it, so to speak.
Okay.
Night rider.
David is a nighttime guy.
I used
There's
to be.
nothing wrong with it.
I'll be honest with you, though.
Nothing wrong with it.
The last couple of years, I've lost my drive. Back when I had a little edge and had something to myself, it was fun. Now, it's not so much fun anymore. Them white power poles, I'm going to cut them off my boat with a sawzall.
I told you that when you got them.
As loose as they are, they're going to fall off if you don't fix them.
We got bushings replaced and everything. We're good.
That's exactly right. That's what's going to happen. They're going to fall off.
Tommy Ackright says if he called Sab Sob. If old Sob, like the caller, doesn't want to go to James, he said he'd be stepping in. Wouldn't mind stepping in to thump old Shame Lineberger in the forehead.
I'm just going to tell you right now, ain't none of them going to thump me nothing up there this time of year.
David, get your phone out for Ned Rig Dragon.
Do what?
Oh, goodness.
Ned Rig and A Rig. That place is probably way behind.
Yeah, I bet you James is 3 hours from my house. Shane,
What?
we couldn't
So
go somewhere
Santee.
fun.
James is fun.
James is fun.
It is a
Okay.
lot of fun. Derek Lilly says they make spray paint.
You know what, Derek? I just was having a conversation this week with somebody about that, and I'm very close to just doing that. Me and old Rattle Can have done it before.
Man, I saw some guy post something about his boat.
You got an extra $500, Shane? Come on.
I got the stuff at the house to wrap them with.
Well, we'll do that in your spare time.
Okay. We can wrap them black.
I'm going to just wrap them the rust color like the boat, because I do have enough of that, I think.
I don't have any of that.
Find me now, boys and girls.
Yeah, my first year, my fire poles were wrapped.
Yeah, you had to wrap them suckers. That boat looked like Superman.
Didn't
Red and blue.
It was all blue and white, and it had red trim, and he had sapphire blue power poles. You think white sticks out?
Well, I know this. Sapphire blue after dark is better than white. There's just a video guy, Jimbo Ball, Kyle Wiston's fishing partner. He said James is 5 minutes from his house. Maybe we get him to take a hooky day.
Man, I'd love to go to James. James is so much fun.
I'll work your job for the day.
I wouldn't have a job after that.
Don't do that, Brandon.
I know better. So we're eclipsing an hour here, and we've covered all of our tournaments. So we probably need to turn to our wrestling portion of the podcast.
No. I will end this right now. End it. You and Robin can talk wrestling on Facebook till the cows come home. I'm gonna
Shane,
pass.
did you get to see any of the A&E special on Stone Cold?
No, we don't have.
Shane, move your mouth. Your phone's muffled.
Can you hear me now?
We
A
can't.
little better.
Yeah, we don't have. Our TV out here sucks.
Well, You need to go back and watch it.
Sab, it's north of you, buddy. That's all I can tell you.
What are you talking about?
He doesn't
James.
know where James is.
Oh, good.
It's the start of the Catawba. The Catawba and the Linville. Is it Linville?
Yeah,
Linville. They dug a canal to join the two, and then it flows into Roadhiss. Right, Roadhiss, then Hickory,
Yeah.
Lookout Shoals, Norman, Mountain Island, and down here to this crap hole.
Josh Good. It's Murray, not Maury. Maury's a TV show you could star in.
He's probably been on it.
He might do some film work for him.
Oh, gosh.
Man, you just squashed my wrestling segment, didn't you? You sucker.
Go ahead. Have your moment, Brandon. You know what? You are as big a part of this podcast as any one of the other two of us, so
You know
have your
what?
moment.
You know what? One of these days, I'm going to show up with my Austin 316 shirt just for you. You don't even know what that is.
I
do
do,
you?
actually. I remember a bunch of kids wearing those, and I always thought they were ridiculous.
I'm going to wear it one night.
Josh Good said he had to find it. Josh, stop. That's terrible. I've met your dad. He's a pretty nice guy.
He had to do what?
He's talking about Maury.
He said he's been there. He had to find his dad.
Oh,
What's
so
a Catawba?
awful.
Sounds like a chicken wing flavor.
that's terrible. That is terrible.
You know, Facebook might block us for political correctness after this.
Are y'all not politically correct?
Evidently not. Derek Lilly, thank you for dragging us out of the gutter. Derek wants to know from Shane, how long every morning does the herring spawn last?
It all depends. I'm going to say it's usually roughly a couple hours, but it can go on all day. Kind of depends on the weather and the wind and how good your patients are.
Well, I can tell you this. With largemouth, I don't know about spotted bass, but with largemouth, they don't leave. They just don't
That's right.
bite. You can
right.
go up there and look at them.
They'll just sit there.
Yep, in a foot of water. There'll be 50 of them up there laying.
Big, look like a big black blob up there.
Daryl Barney,
Wait for them herring.
Daryl Barney, there will be no striper talk.
Striper talk, then wrestling. Daryl Barney.
Mark Cox wants to know where they've got you launching from, Shane.
We put it. They don't have a specific ramp. We just go out of that park down there at the dam. I usually put it at the Minnebucket. That's kind of the easiest place to go out of.
Chris Goodwin, I don't know if that question is directed to me, Shane, or Brandon, but I'm going to tell you this. You're not going to get any help because you got a kayak tournament this week, and somebody's got to give Vinny a chance.
Spinnerbait, chatterbait, cover water.
Yep. That really is about the best way to do it.
Get up in the rocks and throw it parallel.
Sometimes a crankbait will work.
It gets hung up too much. Trailer.
They don't have a kayak tournament at night, are they?
No, daytime.
Oh.
No, and Chris has got a pretty good track record out of his little plastic sled, so I think he'll be all right. He might have been just asking a conversation-provoking question.
Rob, I believe it's on Wiley, isn't it?
Where's this? Yes, it is on Wiley. There's a canoe tournament on Wiley this week. That's great.
Canoe tournament?
Yes.
Willie.
You're gonna make everybody mad. You better chill out.
I think most of the guys from around here know me by now and know that it's all in good fun. And if they don't, well, it is in good fun.
Sounds like a pet store.
Joey wants to know if you're in a pet store.
Bunch of birds in the background.
No, everybody's just happy. Everybody's just happy, that's all.
Yeah, Chris came and thumped my head in the winter trail this
He-
year of his metal sled.
He did. He got him a 20-pound bag on
Did
Wiley.
all spot. Well, he had one largemouth, maybe. All spots.
Jimbo Ball. Shane lives in a bird cage. There was a movie made about that. You can look that up.
That's not funny.
Well, at least they haven't made a meme about you yet.
Oh, there's plenty of memes about him.
Oh, well.
I don't care if they do.
Oh, Daniel Cook, I know you're on here.
I don't know if Cookie's on here.
We need an old bird cage meme.
Cookie had the best rap for Shane. He just didn't take it.
Oh,
Yeah, no, we out on that.
You have Chris Goodwin. I'm not going to take that away from you. You have cashed a few checks in the 10 boat. I just wish you would reappear and quit vanishing.
It's probably cheaper to run a kayak.
With gas prices the way they're going, I guarantee you.
That's what y'all get.
Oh, Cookie is on here.
Yeah, he's on it. We're good.
Sab just ought to pick up Cookie and drive on up to James. Cookie could film for us.
Didn't he show up in like a
Yeah,
referee
man,
jersey?
Full referee.
I'm going to have to call Kyle and borrow two of his
To his what?
referee shirts.
Man.
You have to borrow two of them?
Yeah. I said it. I figured if I didn't say it, one of you two would beat me to it, so I might as well just get it out of the way.
That's funny.
Well,
I wasn't even looking.
8:12. What are we going to do now?
I guess we're going to wrap this thing up. Bill.
Jimbo wants to know how much is the gas in Texas.
$2.79.
$2.79.
Yep.
Mm.
Too much.
Ooh.
Oh, you know what, Tim Kelly? We could probably show you that.
What are you talking about?
He wants to know the best way to attach a stinger hook to a fluke. He missed a bunch on Clark Hill this past week. Been trying to rig something
Lord.
up. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go take a moment and scoop up a couple of things because I'm not guaranteeing it, but I may be able to help you out with that. Be right back.
Oh, Lord.
David's going to hook himself.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why he just didn't use the treble.
I think that's what Dave was getting ready to do. Rivet Rig. I don't know what that is.
What is it?
Josh Good said, look up the Rivet Rig. Rivet Rig. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's the pop rivet. Well, he's talking about you stick a pop rivet through the nose of it and make it a line through and tie a treble hook to it.
Yeah.
David's still digging. No way. No way, Mitch. I could have filled in wrestling there while David was gone.
What are you talking about?
They said Wahoo, Chief Wahoo would have whooped Stone Cold. Get out of here with that.
Big Chief.
No
My
way.
man.
I will tell you this, and they said it in that biography last night. When you heard the glass break, you knew immediately who was coming out.
You knew exactly who it was.
Pissed off.
100%. You knew who it was.
Pissed off SOB from Texas.
That's right. You knew exactly who it was. 100%.
All right. So we got that tied on. I'll let you hold that in.
I'm gonna get the jerk that's in your hand.
No.
Oh. All right. They're asking you to get close.
How about you just bring the camera to me?
Then we gotta set it back up there.
That's fine. You're a professional.
I'm a professional.
Yes.
Professional what?
The man. You are the man.
All right. Pause for sponsorship here. I don't know what that looks like. I can't see it.
It's there. All right. So what you need to start with is a pack of these. Some people argue extra wide gap's not the answer. I'm not here for that debate, so don't start.
What are those?
Gamakatsu 4/0 offset shank worm EWG hooks.
EWG sucks.
The super line?
No, these aren't. I'm just using hooks for hooks for right now.
EWG sucks.
Yeah. The next thing we have is Gamakatsu came out this year with a silicone stopper. Now I'm gambling. I'm not quite sure these are going to be big enough, but these will work. Next thing, I've got a 4/0 Mustad treble hook.
How about a number 4?
Thank you, Shane. I'm nervous, man. I don't do this camera stuff.
You've been on camera all night.
I know, and I've been quiet too. All right.
Ouch. Joe, you better call Cookie.
We got the hook into the Fluke. Next thing we want to do is get one of these little stoppers here. It may not work. I may need a piece of plastic.
Oh my gosh, here we go. You're going to show people how to do this.
Well, you're not here, so I got to play pro for a minute.
Well, Shane's here. He would have already torn it up.
Yep.
Like he did his frog.
No, I would have used the needle and just pulled the line through and tied to the treble. What I would have did.
Oh, well that would work too.
Then you hook him in the tongue.
But this is a double. This is a little extra.
Okay.
Your phone's going off, my phone's going off, and we're sitting here making fishing videos. How about this? All right. If I can get this through here without poking my finger. All right. So we have something like so. Well, that didn't work quite as I planned.
Put the treble hook on upside down.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
Dang it, Bobby.
You're killing me.
I did. Brandon.
That's all right. Here, we can show it. Look here. Show the wrong way so they know to do the right way.
Yeah. Well.
So
take over, hands.
So when you do this, I've never used stop keepers. That's a really good idea. But you can see the treble hook is upside down, right? Because the hook should be buried. So if you'd flip the hook over, it'd be one treble hook, one of the hooks sticking up from the treble hook. You could bury it in the butt of the Fluke.
So let's see how well these things come off of the hook.
Probably not real good.
They might.
But basically, you just expose it, and then you would bury it in the butt there.
You might even be able to let that just swing free.
I've never used a keeper.
You may be able to let that just do its thing.
To be honest with you, I don't use a stinger hook either. I braid the fluorocarbon leader, and when they bite it, they get all 270 pounds of me.
The problem is I've seen them short strike it on herring lake, so this is a way to just keep them honest. Anyway, so that's the gist of it. Obviously, you want to flip treble hook over. Tim, I hope that was help. I'm not an expert. We do not have our resident pro in the house, but I'll try to fill in gaps where I can.
You're doing a fine job, sir.
All of these products are available on rustyhookstackle.com.
You even got lemon ice flukes. You can't find them suckers anywhere.
Well, I do have several packs of those. Lemon Shad.
Lemon Shad. Call them lemon ice.
One of my favorites.
That's one of everybody's favorites, I believe.
Yeah. Well, you can get them, it is.
Yeah.
We have plenty in stock at the moment.
At the moment. Better buy. Joe said he'd offer you $1.50 for that used open pack.
I'll tell you what, Joey. If you fish the 1v1 next week at James, I'll bring you a pack of them.
For $1.50.
And actually, Brandon, these things slid right off the hook real easy.
Did they?
Yeah.
Plus the delivery fee.
There we go. Slides right back on.
So I don't give anybody a seizure.
Down. Over, down. Something like that. A little lower. Oh, no, you got the belt. You're good. Right there. Don't move.
All right.
Well, we lost the belt a little bit, but we're good.
That's
All right. That's tackle tip of the day from Not the Pro. Shane, are you watching this or are you just listening?
No, I'm just listening.
Okay. Well, you can critique that later.
Uh-oh.
I'm just listening.
What'd your mom say?
I don't know.
Shane, can we stop?
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Shane,
Mom, it was just the camera.
Shane, my mama's not going to make any more lasagna.
Huh?
My mom's not going to make any more lasagna.
She's not making any more?
She said you were being too critical.
Me?
I'm just kidding. I'm messing with you.
Oh, you fixed it.
I did fix it.
I was going to say, I ain't said anything.
There you go if you
It's
want
too
to show
early,
that.
though.
No, it's not. I'm running out of air.
Well, we'll end up with this. So Jason Land's last qualifier for the Catawba Yadkin Trails on Norman on
When is that?
May 8th.
May the 8th.
He's thanking you guys. David's thanking the shop for the support and the gift cards.
Well, Jason, anything we can do to help? I know this. I haven't seen many of the gift cards come in, so there's some money floating around out there that you guys are not utilizing.
Well, they'll come get it. Ronnie Mueller, I didn't miss your comment earlier. The Gamecocks are on a roll. Baseball's back.
Gamecocks suck.
Not in baseball.
No, that's true.
Now, maybe your Clemson Tigers might in baseball, but the Gamecocks do not in baseball.
I'll give you that.
Clemson Tigers got beat by my alma mater.
Newberry?
Upstate.
Oh, that's as bad.
At home. Then they turn around and beat Georgia Tech the next week.
My only suggestion with this rig, Tim, is don't do it in slick, calm water. A little bit of wind will be your friend. Mike Langford, we have not perfected the use of the gift cards on the website yet. I am still working that out.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm working through that. Give us some time. Rick Carson, you are right. May the 8th is the Casting for a Cause tournament on Wiley. That'll be a big one. Hopefully the weights will get a little bit bigger and it'll be a good tournament.
Do you have to sign up early for that, right? You can't sign up at the ramp, can you?
I don't know.
I can't remember. We didn't fish it last year.
I think if you want a good boat number, you're already behind the 8 ball. I think you still can register the morning of. I just think that there's 15 or 20 already pre-registered.
I'm not worried about boat number.
And that tournament tends to pull a lot of people just because of the cause.
160 at the
Yep,
ramp.
it's 160 at the ramp.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Steve-O. Rob Blackman. I'll give you this. Some of the Clemson fans are crybabies. It is what it is. You'll have that when you're used to winning, though.
Speaking of crybabies, Shane, are your Tar Heels going to find a new coach? What's the deal on that? He's going to ignore me. Shane.
Yeah.
They found a replacement for Roy yet?
Yeah, Hubert Davis.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, I heard something about that on the radio.
Yeah, Hubert Davis is the new man at Carolina.
You mean North Carolina?
The real Carolina. Carolina.
North Carolina.
That's the real Carolina.
Oh.
Hmm.
Not right now. It's not.
We can debate.
Yeah.
We can debate that anytime. Oh, so it's a $20.
$20 late fee.
Mitch Bergen, if you have any pull there, please try to rectify that, because that boat ramp's going to be tough enough as it is. NC Federation may be there the same day as the Casting for a Cause. That may be interesting.
Time to get a paper trail.
Hey, that's a over under for win-loss season for UNC.
Oh.
We need to do that. Are you fishing?
I'm not.
You're not fishing Castings for a Cause?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Reed, I'll fish that.
Let's create a paper trail.
I have to figure out what the hours are. That's a 2-day deal, too, I'm pretty sure.
No.
If it's a 2-day, the lake's off limits the week of, so it's Friday, Saturday for 6-man.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Okay, well, that's out then. I can suck 2 days in a row. As good as I can suck 1 day in a row. All right, Shane, are you still with us, or are you checking out?
Who?
Let's wrap this thing up. We've been on an hour now.
Oh, okay. Brandon says we're wrapping it up. All right, Rusty.
Okay, sounds good.
Good luck, Shane.
All right, man. Appreciate it. See y'all.
See
you,
you,
man.
All right. Rusty Hooks Live. Our hooks may be rusty, but our points are always sharp. Come back next week for some more halfway pro tackle tips,
Shane will be back next
tricks, and tournament results, and whatever other random conversation that we decide to dive into.
week. Hopefully we can get some 1v1 smack talk with the SAB fishing YouTube.
I hope we can get it done next week.
Better bring us Twisted Tea to lay the smack down on Shane.
I think the Twisted Tea joke's over.
Nah, man. We'll bring it back. Trendsetters.
Well, okay. What, we're resetting an old trend?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how it works.
All right, be sure to wear your
Mom-
316 shirt so I can ridicule you next week.
I'm going to try to find it.
Will it still fit you?
Probably.
Okay,
You mess with me enough, I'll DDT you into this table.
let's do it. Let's do it. All right, thank you guys. Thank you for enduring with us each week. Stay tuned. I'm working on a couple of things. I'm trying to get the South Carolina DNR guy on here to talk about this lake and what's wrong with it. And what else was there? Oh, we might be starting a midweek trail. You never know.
You going to bring the Slacker Trail back?
I think I'm going to bring the Slacker Trail back here in a week or two.
Is it only going to be on Lake Wiley?
No, I think we're going to make a tour.
Okay.
And we might make some points in the mix and see who's the best of the best.
All right. Hey, guys that are still hanging out with us, if there's anybody you'd like us to try to get on here or any kind of information you'd like to see, you can drop it in the comments or
Yes, please.
or share a post. We'd like to obviously cover what you guys want to hear. So
Not just what we want to talk about. We do value. Matter of fact, one of our regular viewers was in here today, and I asked
Chris Marshall.
Rob, I got to see if Chris will even talk to me anymore. I wrote him pretty hard about.
He was on here earlier. Chris was.
Was he?
Yeah.
I didn't see him comment. But anyway, we would like feedback, really and truly.
Yeah, if there's somebody you want to see or hear, sometimes we can't get them in person, but we got the whole phone thing figured out. So we can even get them on a Zoom meeting sometimes if they can figure that out. So again, if there's somebody who wants to say you're here, or David Fritz, Timmy Horton.
Mark, I don't.
We might be able to get.
We'll make
somebody's
a
got-
stab. We'll make a stab at some of that. I'm gonna see what I can
I'm
do. I
sure.
can make some phone calls.
Okay.
Maybe I'll pull something off. You never know.
Yeah,
Anyway.
if there's anybody else, just let us know. You send us a message in Messenger or whatever. It'd be great.
You guys have a good evening, and we will see you next Monday.
See you guys.